Hi, it's Vincent, and today I thought it would be a fun idea to make like a little tier list video, because a lot of people like tier lists, and I like watching tier list videos, so why not? However, I was thinking what topic that I can make a tier list about suits my interest the best. I got to video game consoles, because I'm a huge nerd, I love video games, I have a bunch of consoles, so why not? But then I felt like it was a bit boring to just rank all consoles that have ever been made, or all consoles of a specific brand, like it has been done over and over again. So I thought it would be a little fun twist if I just simply rank all the consoles I own. And if you're now thinking, oh, this is gonna be a really short video then, I own a lot of consoles, trust me. This, however, does mean I'm a little bit biased because, you know, it's all consoles I own, I play on, I like. But anyways, let's get into it. Oh yeah, also if you're wondering why I'm sitting here, this is like my beauty that holds all my consoles, so it makes more sense for me to sit here so I can grab them, and also it's a fun little background because I painted like Zelda and Animal Crossing on it. Whatever, just if you're wondering that. I've decided to do this oldest to newest, so we're starting with my Super Nintendo, and in this one I'm also going to include the SNES Mini because it practically is the same console, just smaller, renewed, and just more portable. I must admit though, I don't play on this thing very often, just sometimes with friends, or if I'm really feeling like it, but I don't play on it that much. When I do play on it though, it is loads of fun, the games I have for this are amazing, but I don't know, it's just not a thing I play on that much. However, a thing I do find really important with consoles is the controller. I feel like a controller can really make or break a console, and this one is done really well. Even though it is this old, it is perfect. I love holding it, I love the way you play on it, it's amazing. I don't like that I don't have the pretty colorful buttons, but I still love it. But regardless of how positive I am about this thing, the Super Nintendo is going C tier, because it doesn't spark that much joy for me, but it also isn't a bad console. The Nintendo 64. This is by far my prettiest console. Look at it, I have the Pokemon version. I used to have a see-through one, but I don't have it anymore. It is amazing. I love the games on this. I love that you can play with 4 people instead of where on the Super Nintendo you can only play with 2. It would be one of my favorite consoles, if not for one major flaw. That flaw being the controller. Who in the fuck decided to make this thing a 3-grip? You can't hold it all at once. If you want to access all buttons, you either have to grow another hand or just, you know, keep switching about. But it's annoying to do that. So by this simple, stupid design choice, they ruined what would have essentially been my favorite console of all time. Because I love this thing, I love the games they have on it, I love playing on this with friends, but god, do the controllers suck. And every time I make one of my friends play on this that has never seen an N64, they're always like, why is the controller like that? How do I hold this controller? How does this work? And I'm like, dude, I wish I knew. So I'm sorry, N64, as much as I'm passionate about you, I love you, the controller choice makes you go below the Super Nintendo. You are, unfortunately, D tier, which hurts my heart to say. The Game Boy Color. I only have this thing because back in primary school I did a presentation about games, and I asked my mom, hey, I want to showcase something to the class, can I please buy an old, like, console or thing? So, I got this thing. I am a little sad, however, because I really wish I had an original Game Boy, because I like the color feature on this, don't get me wrong, but I prefer older things, you know? But maybe one day I'll buy it. However, I do love the portability of this thing. Like, I played it in class, I played it on the train, I played it everywhere. It's nice that you can take it just any place. It is annoying, though. It constantly needs light on the screen. You can't just play it in the dark or whatever. It needs light. But other than that, I don't have much to complain about this thing. I normally would complain about the lack of buttons, because you have the A, the B, and the D-pad. But in this case, it kind of really works. But then a factor I'm going to use for a lot of these is how often do I play on it. And I have not touched this thing in like a year. I played on it a lot for like a month. And then I kind of threw it to the side and did something else. I don't know why, this is just not a console that really grabs my attention that much. And I'm sorry, for that reason this is also going C tier. I am being very strict on myself, but sorry Game Boy, I do love you. We have finally arrived in the 2000s with the PlayStation 2. I honestly do not have very much to say about this thing. I feel like this is just the awkward teen version of the PlayStation 3. You will see my opinions about the PlayStation 3 in a moment. But, I don't know, it's good. It has some nostalgia attached to it for me, but it's not that special. The controller is just, again, the PlayStation 3 controller, but on a cord, making me dislike it. But I don't know, I don't really have much feelings toward this thing, so for that reason, it's going C tier as well, because I don't know, it's kind of there. It's not like amazing or super bad, it just kind of exists. We have arrived to the holy grail of older consoles, the GameCube. I am madly in love with this thing. I've played countless hours of Super Monkey Ball on this, countless hours of Mario Kart, countless hours of Mario Party 5 especially, and I still religiously play on this. Also with friends, the amount of Mario Party I still play on this. See, sometimes he malfunctions, but he's a little old, so it's fine. Then you think, if I'm this enthusiastic about a console, the controller must suck. But then we get to the controller, and these buttons, the top buttons, instant serotonin. Just immediately amazing. All these buttons, they vary in size. It's perfect. You don't have to look at them to know what they are. Just the two thingies here, I forgot what to call them. The D-pad here, it's perfect. The controller is also my favorite controller to have ever been made for every console ever. Nothing beats this. They need to create some magic now to beat this, but nothing that has brought out since then is as perfect as this thing. Sure, there's a cord attached, but I have, like, extensions to it. I can make it longer if I want. This is just pure perfection. So for all the reasons listed above, I think you know what I'm gonna rate this. This is pure and pure S tier. I love the fucking GameCube. Here we have another portable console, the DS. I love this thing. I have played on this so many hours. This thing has been through hell and back with me. I took it with me on every holiday, every car ride, every train ride, every time I had to go somewhere and I had some spare time, it was taken with me. I used to take this to school, like primary school with me. There have been so many pens that I've broken, so many times that I've bitten the screen out of frustration. God, I was an angry child, but this thing has seen it all. I love it, pure for nostalgia reasons. But that's the problem. It is purely for nostalgia, because right now, I kind of have a natural hatred for portable consoles. Like, I need to be able to play it on my TV or I'll go insane. So, I don't know. I won't play it that much anymore. And sure, I'm going to rank it higher simply because of the good memories attached to it. But I don't think I'll ever touch this thing again unless I buy, like, a highly nostalgic game. So I'm sorry, DS. You are going B tier. It's still pretty high for my, like, critical ranking right now, but it's just the good memories. Because I really doubt I will ever play on this thing again. But it was really nice while it lasted. The Xbox 360. When at the beginning of this video I said, oh, I'm gonna be biased because I own all these consoles, whatever. I was not talking about the Xbox. I hate the Xbox. Why do I own it? I don't know. I had like 3 of them. I don't know where they came from. They just spawned in or something. But I despise them with a passion. I am a proud Xbox hater. I do and I will hate everything that Xbox will ever create. Do I have a reason for this? Not really. The controller is pretty nice. It's not good. I kind of hate it, but it's good. It's fine. It's not bad. The games on this, they're okay. Why do I hate it this much? Why do I have a passionate hate for the Xbox? I don't know. I think I just didn't grow up with it, and I just kind of grew to hate it because I just never played on it previously, so I don't really care. I don't know. If you're gonna call me spoiled that I own the thing that I hate that much, suck my dick. This thing is broken anyways. But, like, I don't know. I hate the Xbox. Fuck the Xbox. I don't know. I only like DJ Hero in this thing, but my DJ Hero turntable thing is broken, so I don't really know why I have it anymore. F tier. Pure F tier. Fuck this thing. Ah yes, the Wii. I think one of the most beloved consoles out there, especially if you had it as a kid and played it with your family or whatever. I think it's just a super nostalgic console. I am gonna disappoint all of you with my ranking of this, by the way. The motion controls of the controller were awesome. They were super new at the time. So many people probably threw this through their TV, but I don't know. I don't like holding a thing on one hand. It's nice to play like Animal Crossing and be able to eat at the same time. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. It doesn't add much to me. I want to hold something with 2 hands and be concentrated, right? If I do like this, I'm not very concentrated, which is why I did like the add-on of the nunchucks. Made it fun, made it nice, made me be able to be more concentrated, but still, I don't really know. I think this is really more a console to play together with people, and since I am a person that prefers playing on my own, I don't know, it's not really my type of thing, and I think since I got the Wii when I already had more consoles already, I just kind of grew bored of it really quickly. Sure, I do have lots of good memories of it, don't get me wrong, I love this thing, but I just kind of love other things more, I guess. Regardless of how negative I sound right now, it is going B tier. It's not going S, it's not going A, but it's also not going lower than B, because it is a good console, and I do have a lot of games I do like playing on it. Like, Mario Galaxy was amazing on this, by the way. Mario Galaxy, Kirby, and Bubble Bobble were, like, my faves on this. But other than that, more a thing to play together with people. My one and only true love. I know I was enthusiastic about the GameCube, but you don't understand how much the PlayStation 3 means to me. As I said previously, the PlayStation 2 was just the awkward teen version of the PlayStation 3, and God was I right. The PlayStation 3 is so good. Look at this. Mwah. I love this thing. This has Guitar Hero. This has Little Big Planet. This has literally all my favorite games. I am a Nintendo nerd, if you haven't noticed that yet. But oh my God, is the PlayStation 3 good? Is this because I'm nostalgic for it, and this is the console I played the most on as a kid? Possibly. Shut up. But this thing is so good. This is the first console I played Minecraft on. This is just amazing. I love the PlayStation 3. It has so many good memories attached to it for me. I love playing this with my parents. I love playing this on my own. Every waking moment of my life, I love playing on this. 9-year-old me loved playing Call of Duty on this thing. This was amazing, and I still love it to this day. One of my favorite games to this day is still Guitar Hero, which I play on this thing. And the controller, as I said, is just an upgraded version of the PlayStation 2 controller. Sure, the PlayStation 4 controller is nicer, but this is just nostalgia station. I love it. I love the clicky clack. Sure, my hands sometimes glide off of this. Sure, the noise is a little annoying. Sometimes these get sticky. I don't know why, but this is amazing. I love it. I love the color options for these as well. But yeah, I still play on this so much. This is the console I play on the second most of all my consoles. And in case you haven't noticed yet, yes, this console is definitely S tier. It is there with the GameCube. I love this thing. It might be just for nostalgia reasons, but hey, I still play on it, so why would I care? Here we have the Nintendo 3DS. It's the XL version. It doesn't really matter. It just means it's bigger or something. It has a camera on it on both sides, which was amazing for cursed pictures back in primary school, even in middle school when I still used this thing and took it with me all the time. But, oh my God, looking on the pictures and videos on here, amazing. It's the worst. I love it, but God, is it the worst. I love this console, but not for the reason that it's a good console, but for the reason that there are so many good games out on the 3DS. Luigi's Mansion, Animal Crossing, especially Animal Crossing, Fantasy Life, so many good games. And I think I slaved my life away the most on this thing, and I think that's purely because of Animal Crossing New Leaf. Let me just give you a little anecdote to show you how bad my Animal Crossing addiction was. So, let me set the scene for you. It is New Year's Eve. I don't remember what year, but just imagine New Year's Eve. I was sitting with my entire family. I was on my 3DS, my aunt was on her 3DS, she was also obsessed with Animal Crossing New Leaf. We were both counting down till New Year's on our 3DS. My entire family was counting down IRL. Me and my aunt were both really against time traveling in Animal Crossing, so we could not do this again if we missed it. We could not do this a different day. We had to do it right then and there on actual New Year's Eve. So we were counting down the hours. My entire family demanded our attention, but no, we had to do this. So we both were congratulating all our villagers. We were having a great New Year's time in Animal Crossing. And my entire family just wanted us to stop playing. But we were like, no, we have to do this first. You can, like, Happy New Year later. Like, let's do this thing later. We're busy. That's how bad it got. Like, I did this with every holiday where I was like, I gotta do this first. I'll give you attention later. Who does that? I mean, it was fun, but who the fuck does that? So yeah, I do have a lot of fond memories of this thing, but it's not very different from the DS. They did, however, add this thing, which I like, because I like that I didn't take away the D-pad, but they just added something, and this thing is great. It's especially great for hatching eggs in Pokemon, because you can just slide a coin under here, and you can leave it, and your character runs around while they hatch your egg for you. It's great. But yeah, I don't know, the design is fine, it's just a DS, but a little bit different. So like, it's not amazing, I'm not super enthusiastic about this thing, but it's better than the average console, so 3DS, you're going B tier. The Wii U. This is by far gonna be my most controversial opinion, because I know how hated this thing is. I got this thing practically at the release date, because I just got a surgery done, my parents gifted it to me, and were like, hey, you have something to do while you recover, right? So, I played so much Nintendo Land on this, I played so much The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker on this, which, by the way, is my favorite Zelda game of all time. Toad's Treasure Tracker, just so many games that I love are on here. And since then, I haven't really stopped playing on this. I think I might have played more on this thing than I played on the Wii, and I just kind of love it. I also love that it's not a portable console. Like, I hate that you can't move like 5 meters away from it with this thing or it will cry, but I kind of like that you can still have like a little extra screen and sit on the couch, and if you want to, you don't have to look at the screen. You can make it so it's only on this screen. I enjoy that a lot. I like the camera feature. It makes it really funny in Nintendo Land, and I don't know, it's just kind of fun. You can put your amiibos here. It's just, I don't know, it kind of works out for me. As much as it sucks that the battery life of this thing is ass, as much as it sucks that you can't move very far, I love this thing, and I think it's one of my most played consoles of all of these. So I'm sorry, Wii U haters, you can all go suck my cock. This is A tier. It might not be S tier. It's not that good, but I love this thing. A tier all the way. I do have to say though, I hate the fact you have to use Wii controllers to play together with people. The Wii U Pro controllers, great. I didn't own them. But I hated the fact that you still had to use Wii controllers because everyone wanted to use this thing and then you just had to fight who uses the Wii controller. That kind of sucked. But other than that, great console. The PlayStation 4. I know what you're probably thinking. Vincent, you were so enthusiastic about the PlayStation 3. You must love the PlayStation 4. If the PlayStation 3 was an improved PlayStation 2, the PlayStation 4 must be amazing. No. I kind of hate the PlayStation 4. I don't know why. I don't really have a good reason for it. The controller is the improved PlayStation 3 controller. Like, your hands don't really slide off. They improved these buttons and these. I like the light here. This is great, but the fact that the controller is better does not mean the console is better. I don't have anything with this thing. I had a VR headset for this, which made it really fun to play games like Job Simulator or whatever, but I don't know. I've never really vibed with the PlayStation 4. It's just not my kind of vibe. I want to say it's too, like, new, but that makes me sound like, oh, I'm born in the wrong generation. I only like older things. I don't know. It's just not my vibe. Sure, I like some games on it, like Assassin's Creed or whatever, but I can play it as on a PlayStation 3. I think that's my problem. I will see a game that's like a newer version of an older game, and I'm like, yeah, but I can play it on a PlayStation 3. Why would I use this thing? I think that's my problem. I like the PlayStation 3 so much, it overshadows the PlayStation 4. Don't really like it, which is also the reason I don't think I'll ever get a PlayStation 5. The PlayStation 5 looks pretty, but more than that, I don't really care about it. It's not that bad. It's not like an Xbox, but it is still D tier. I'm sorry. It looks pretty, though. I must say. It's a pretty console, and I still use it from time to time, but not super much my vibe. Last, but definitely not least, the newest console I own, the 14th of all my consoles, the Nintendo Switch. I love this thing. I can put it on my TV, I can take it with me, it's portable, but it's also not portable, so it's not a console I hate. And it's just, you can choose the color of your controllers. Sure, the controllers are a little small, but it's nice to take with you. You can always play together with people because you can just take the controllers off and play together. It's amazing. The game choices on this are amazing. The newer games are so good. You can still play Mario Kart, Mario Party, all the fucking standard games. But they are just renewed and awesome, and the graphics are so good on this thing for what it is. And I don't know. I love it. I love the Nintendo Switch. I play on this at least once a day, if not more. I take it with me to work if it's not busy, so I can play my breaks. I take it with me on the train, on the way anywhere. If I know I have to wait for at least even 5 minutes, I will take this thing with me, because it's amazing. I love the Nintendo Switch, and for that reason, it is S tier, because it is my #1 most played console ever, and I love it. So this is how my tier list ended up. I don't think my opinions were that controversial. I mean, maybe my opinion on the PlayStation 4 or the Wii U were a little bit different than other people's. Or my opinion on the Xbox, but to be fair, who the fuck likes Xbox anyways? But if you highly disagree with me anyways, or highly agree with me, let me know down below. Maybe you just want to say something. Do so, I like reading your comments. But yeah, that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed, and me and Bulbasaur would really appreciate it if you like, or maybe subscribe, because I'm desperate. I love you all to death. Bye-bye. Oh my god.